What's up, guys? Christian Duque, the Iron Duque Speaks, brought to you courtesy of IronMegLabs.com. Make your mark with Iron Meg Labs, and don't forget to use discount code IML15 to save 15% off site-wide. So I'm here in the Lehigh Valley region. I cover the NPC Lehigh Valley Championships, number 70. 70 years of bodybuilding, so that was absolutely awesome. So for today's edition, this week's edition of the Iron Duque Speaks, there's several things to talk about. Well, for starters, Arnold Schwarzenegger released a statement following being drop-kicked in South Africa, saying that, it didn't faze him, it didn't even interrupt his Snapchat, and really played it down, which I think was a good move, but also something that we as a community cannot play down. Security is critical, especially when you have a high-profile guest like Arnold. I wrote a great article for ironmagazine.com, which I invite you to check out. But the Austrian oak, hello mate. No, the Austrian oak is, in great shape. You can see that the dropkick really didn't do much to him, but at the same time, the fact that anybody could get that close is a major problem. I mean, nobody should even be able to touch him, let alone dropkick him. So I'm glad he played it down. I'm even more glad that he's okay, but this is no laughing matter. Also, big news, big Ramy and Mike Tyson appearing in a Egyptian film. And we all know that big Ramy is basically out for the rest of 2019. He was not at Jim Mannion's show. He will not be doing Tampa, and he will not be doing the Mr. Olympia, which is shocking given the fact that last year he left the Camel Crew for Neil Hill, and even more so that 2 years ago he was runner-up to Phil Heath. So I don't want to say we'll never see him again, but this is sort of how Kai left the scene. He started doing movies and Stranger Things and a bunch of different ventures, and we know that Big Ramy and Kai are good friends. Of course, this is an Egyptian film, so I can't imagine that Kai lent any kind of help to him landing this role, but Mike Tyson's in it. You know what I mean? So also the Mountain from Game of Thrones is in it. So it's definitely a very good movie, it looks like. And who knows, Kai might have helped him out. Kai and Big Ramy have always been very tight. And Kai has always looked at Big Ramy as sort of I wouldn't say a protege, but definitely someone coming up the ranks. And the same way I would say Victor Martinez looked at Kai Green back in the 2000s as someone coming up the ranks. And if you watch the Olympia press conferences, when Phil Heath and Dennis Wolf have their little fun making fun of Kai, everybody laughs except for Victor. Watch some of those old press conferences, you'll see what I mean. There is a very strong bond between the Dominican Dominator and the Predator Kai Green, as there is between Kai Green and Big Ramy. So if Big Ramy starts doing movies and world tours, we might not see him again on a stage. Also, interestingly, last week, the Black Prince, Robbie Robinson, sort of advised Big Ramy publicly to retire, to look out for his health, which that's a whole other topic that you can check out on my other article at ironmagazine.com. Reagan Grimes, going back to open bodybuilding. I'm not a big fan of competitors switching divisions. We've seen it with Reagan Grimes, and hey, more power to him. It's his career, but consistency is key. And putting your body through that amount of drastic change, I don't think can be good. So, I think Reagan will do well. He's been a pro for 3 years, came in with a lot of buzz, has a great contract with Primeval Labs. So, he's doing something right. But at the same time, I don't know. Also, the Junior Nationals, about 3 weeks away in Chicago, Illinois. Everybody's talking about that, including here at the 70th Annual NPC Lehigh Valley Championships. So I have decided I will be covering the Junior Nationals. So if you're in Chicago, definitely look me up. And I think that's about it for this week. Am I forgetting something? We talked about Big Ramy. We talked about Arnold. I think we're good. We talked about, Robbie Robinson had a birthday this past week. Looks insane. I don't know how old he is. He's got to be well over 70. So he looks absolutely fantastic. So I want to wish you guys a great week. We're doing this on Sunday because we want to get all the information out. I want to remind you to go to ironmaglabs.com, use discount code IML15, saves you 15% off. I also want to encourage you to check us out on Instagram, Iron Mag Labs, and apply to become an ambassador. You can get supplements, you can get clothes, a ton of exposure, and a great platform that's been around since 2004. Well, we haven't been on Instagram since 2004, but Iron Mag Labs has been around since 2004, and it's a great company, so check it out.